It's your boy Salim from Notorious S back with another video. Baby! We're here to talk about personal education versus formal education. And let me establish what I mean by formal education before we even go on further. What I mean by formal education, it's like the predetermined and accepted socially path to follow that people think leads to success, right? So if you're more likely to be in a first world country, watching my video. So let's say you're in the United States, it's going to be junior high, high school, college, and then university. If you're in Montreal, Canada, like me, it's going to be the same thing. It's primary school, secondary school, cégep as opposed to college, and then you're going to go to university, right? The reason why I don't think it's optimal is the best way and why you should not rely on formal education only and you should prioritize self-education is because when you finish and you come out of the whole system of formal education, you're going to be lacking in a lot of different areas. For one, I think our sense of reality is not good. There's a lot of practical life skills that we're not taught in either the public school system or even private that we actually need to be able to thrive in the economy. You know, personal finance skills. You don't even know how to use credit. You don't even know like the different steps to buy a house, what it entails, the weight of it all, interpersonal relationships, how to deal with people really to get, first of all, your outcome in any given situation, but make sure that all the parties get what they want. And I can go on and on and on, but that's for one. So you're pretty much lacking in this specific area, and a lot of different ones. And another thing is, you're gonna have a lot of things that you have developed, like bad habits, or you're gonna be lacking skills that you need to interiorize, to internalize, and to add to your skill to your skills to really thrive in the economy. So that's part of the things that you need to teach yourself. That's part of personal education. What kind of books do you read? What kind of research do you do? And all these things go into making you more valuable so that you can then get what you want out of life and go into the economy and provide that value that you have to get compensation in return. And the way I see it, and why formal education / the education system to me is not that great, is because it's like an assembly line. We're like different parts of an assembly line. If you think about the old movies, the 60s, 70s, 80s, and a little bit before as well. If you used to watch like Charlie Chaplin, and they worked in the old assembly line plants, they used to build cars. The car comes in with a skeleton, and it goes through 5 to 6 to 7 steps, and then it comes out as the car that you envisioned initially, right? And to me, the education system is the same thing. We come in as kids, and we're supposed to get out of it as full-fledged working members of the society or the economy, right? But it's not really what it does. And we all know somebody that's really good in school, right? Academically speaking, they're really smart, but when you take them out of the whole environment, they don't know what foot to stand on, and that's because they are lacking in different areas. It could be socially, they don't know how to behave around people. They're used to being alone in their books. They're introverts. They need to work on that as well. They're missing that ability in order to really thrive. And you're going to see it as well because the economy will let you behind. It will leave you behind if you don't have these skills. A lot of businesses these days and going from now on are going to be looking at you like, good, you have the degree. But not only do I expect you to have that degree, I want to see what you have to differentiate yourself from all the other people that have the same degree. And we're going to take the biggest bidder. I don't care that you got the degree. The degree was the barrier of entry to even having the possibility of having the job. But the degree itself, we all know that it doesn't guarantee you the outcome, which is the job you want. You know what I'm saying? And we're not even talking about just the job. And once you have the job, you're probably going to want to go up in the ladder. And in order to go up in the ladder, you need to display certain attributes. They want to know, good, you have that software engineering degree, good. But do you have intangibles? Do you have leadership skills, communication skills? Do you have the ability to rally people behind you and to run for a goal, attain a goal? You know what I'm saying? Motivate the masses and all these things you think that might not be useful, might not be necessary for you to have in order to really work in the job that you do, actually will. That was my biggest surprise because I wasn't the best student. Not that I wasn't smart or good in school, but everything that I thought was going to guarantee me a future, which was being good in mathematics and in science, right? I did not have. But I had all the other things. I was good in French, English, all that had to do with communication. Oral speeches and whatnot. I was good in making friends, having people around me, people that like me, and being able to rally people. And when I went into the workplace, what happened was what was actually the opposite of what I expected. It translated well for me. I made connections, with higher ups in the companies I was working on. I got to be promoted faster than the people you thought were going to be better because they had the credentials as well. So all I'm saying is you should focus on both formal education and personal education to get the best outcome. But you even have to be aware that there is a distinction between the two for you to really be able to do your work and to get better, because a lot of people don't even know. So ask yourself this: what kind of books do you read? Are you trying to get better, making friends and influencing people on how to manage your money, personal finances? Really know and be aware of the world around you, the different laws that govern the universe and the world that we live in. It sounds kind of like a little weird or spiritual. I used to not be that type of person, but I guarantee you there is a pattern. If you look at life and if you pay attention at life, there's things that are reoccurring, because there's like non-written laws that govern the world. For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. Cause, effect, reap and sow, right? If you give up something, you're going to get something back in return. And I think once you're aware of all these things, it helps you make the best decisions as to what you're going to do in your life, right? But I digress. So formal and personal educations are both necessary for you to get the best outcome. That's all I can leave you with, right? Now I'm done. If you like the content, like, subscribe, share, and I'm going to see you next time, okay? Peace.